Okay, so I'm back. I apologize about that. Had technical glitch. Hi Marie, long time no see. How you doing? Yeah, it's about done. I checked it about 10 minutes ago. It had about another 20, 30 minutes at most. So I'm doing something easy. I'm making instant mashed potatoes with this. So as soon as my meatloaf comes out, I'm putting the bread in. So you guys can see that bread is rising nicely. So it's gonna have a little fold in the middle, but that'll be okay. Has he met Ellie? Oh, I thought you actually had met her. Actually, there we go. I think I got it back. Did I get it back? I think I got it back. No, it was, but I got this one back. I got it back. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why my phone's making me so such issues. I guess I've been streaming too long. I don't know. I know at one point YouTube had a deal for if you were streaming on their app that you only had like 2 hours. If that's the case, then I've gone over 2 hours. Just, there we go. Perfect. There we go. A little ketchup on it. By the time I'm done with the mashed potatoes, it'll be perfect. Oh, that's fine, Marie. Yeah, Marie. Actually, if you want to make your cup of tea and then come back, I'm going to be putting the bread in the oven. And I want to show you how well it roasts. Take down to 375. Bread. Well, it looks like you're the only one still here, Richard. Thanks for sticking with me. Okay. This is the bread that I'm going to be putting in the oven. Look at how yummy that looks. It smells so good. Meatloaf is done. It's okay, Richard. Cool off for a minute. Okay. Takes about a half hour to cook. No. That was steam from the heat coming out of the oven. Here it is. That's all that was. No smoke, bud. Yeah, no, I keep my oven clean and so I am gonna dish Ashley and Andrew up so they can eat. This thing is just oozing cheese. Look at that cheese ooze out. You can see that. Cheese stuffed meatloaf. Falling apart on me. Ashley's going to eat herself into a food coma here in a minute. This should be illegal. See, a lot of people don't like meatloaf. And I don't understand why, because you can do so many things with meatloaf. Take some of that extra cheese and pour it on top. We'll give her this piece. Maybe about all she can eat. There's lots more. Once more. That'll be Andrew right here. And you can see how juicy this meatloaf is. Okay. Now, give it a little more. Another half piece. Think that's enough for you, Ashley? Put it on the side so you can dip it in. I don't know how much you want, so. Be right back, Richard. Oh, no, it's just me, actually. Andrew, off your phone. Dinner.
Yeah, what's the sauce?
Try it and see. Okay, Richard. You take care, bud. I'm gonna sit here and eat when nobody's watching. And oh wow, you guys can't see this, but the bread is like that much above the pan. So like I said, I'm gonna sit here and eat when nobody's watching. And you're very welcome. And I'm gonna be having more. So just keep an eye on my streams. Like I said, this is from beginning to end of the bread. And it takes a little while. And that's why I'm eating dinner and what do you think, bud?
Is there any more up there, or my mom's dad?
There's more up there, but that's all you need for now.
Hey, is this right here cheese?
I gave you the pizza with the least amount.
Dad, you know how I am with cheese.
I know. Oh wow, yeah, this is gonna be a big loaf of bread. Who else is in here with me? Chit chat a little bit. I'm just eating dinner, waiting for this bread to get done.
And to see if it's son and wife come through.
Oh, it's gonna be.
You'll never know.
Did you eat all of it?
You know what?
Did you eat all of it? No, couldn't eat all of it.
I ate a fourth or a third of it.
I thought that might be too much. No, there's 4 people watching. You and me and somebody else. Yeah, so y'all can say hi. Give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'm just eating dinner while I'm waiting on this bread to get done. It's got about another 15 minutes or so in the oven. and it's smelling so good. It's the one thing about making bread that is the best thing, and that's that smell. You're tuned into my stream. Thank you for joining me. I am probably about 10, maybe at the most 15 minutes away from pulling this big, huge loaf of bread out of the oven. That is turned out to be pretty massive. About 15, maybe at the most 20, just in case because it's so big. And made meatloaf for dinner. Figured I'd sit down and chit chat with you guys while I'm waiting on this bread to cook. That was good. That's extremely filling. I'll set that off to the side. Oh, thanks for coming back in, Sherry. Let me show you. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of this bread. So, please don't mind the mess of my kitchen because, as you guys have seen, I've been cooking. And I'm just going to you tell me how it's coming along. What do you think? I don't want to let too much heat out. But that is my bread. Dinner turned out really good. And sorry, my tripod. You should smell it. That is my favorite thing about making bread is the smell. And when you take it out of the oven, you have some melted butter and just drizzle over the top, spread it all over. Well, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it. Because yeah, bread's probably got about another, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. The way you tell bread is done, not only by the color, but you take your finger and you flick the top just a little bit, and if it sounds hollow, it's done. Oh, this smells so good. You should come out here and smell it, sweetheart. This bread, I kid you not, is that tall. That tall. I've made bread before, but never this big of a loaf.
Right, how pretty.
So she can smell it back in the room. The room's, I'd say, a good 30, 35 feet, if not 40. And I got wax going. I got all kinds of stuff going in the house to make different smells, and she smells spray. So that's see, this is the normal size of a loaf pan. You know, not that big. But
I smell buttery bread.
yeah, no, you won't be able to eat a whole slice. Not unless you wait till later. Don't have me a glass of milk. I know the neighbors are probably smelling this too. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the non-smell-o-vision. I've actually heard that they've dabbled in trying to make a smell-o-vision type thing. Because, sorry, that was loud. Oh, there's still almost half a meatloaf in here. But it's filling it. Oh. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Because, yeah. Yeah, several years back, I read that, like, there's a little olfactory, smelling thing on the back, or they have a little dude that puts out little smells, and they can put a mixture of all kinds of different smells in there. Most of our sense of smell is made up of like maybe a dozen different attributes. They can put them all in there, and according to whatever the smell is supposed to be, they can recreate the smell. So, and if you want to smell something, you push a little button or something, and it spurts it out, and you can smell it. Yeah, I like this counter. It's a very interesting counter. Gives lots of space from the front of the counter to the back. Actually, from here all the way back to the wall, it's probably about 4 feet, to tell the truth. Measure it. It is. It's convenient because you can reach stuff here and reach stuff here without even. I mean, I didn't even move this foot. You reach back and reach the oven and everything. Oh, okay. Well, I want to redo it too, but I mean, for now, it's really convenient to have. It takes up a lot of room. Don't encourage her, Sherry. Yeah, I know. It's a lie right there. I came to not that short. Oh wow. Yeah, that's a lot shorter than I am. About 5'7", 5'8". We'll go with 5'7.5". Depends on the measuring tape. Yeah, Ashley's about 3 inches taller than I am.
Gave me awesome meatloaf.
Oh yeah. That's your react.
Loved it.
See, she's a little taller than I am. Can't tell from this angle, but no, more like about 2 inches taller. Her husband's 6'4".
Ex-husband.
You stood up next to me and she started laughing. No, her husband.
Oh, her husband.
She said he's so tall I need a step ladder. I can
Yeah,
imagine.
4'11" and he's 6'4". Goddamn, my ex-husband was 6'4". He was tall.
Yeah, her ex-husband is tall.
Michael.
This is
Go
Our
sit
son,
next to your
Andrew.
dad.
This is our son Andrew. He's 11 years old.
Stand on up. So you can see how tall you are.
Stand straight. 11 years old. He's 5'6". So. Okay. About 7:15.
Michael, shower.
Is your phone still on the stream back there? Okay.
Is that your phone or his phone?
It might be mine.
I think his phone it is.
It might be his, yeah. Sherry says he'll be 6'4" in high school. Yeah, he's taller than all the rest of his classmates. This is Diamond. She's in here rolling around my feet.
Michael,
It's one of our cats.
when you get in the shower, it's on 7:30. I'm a fat ass.
I'm about to take it right out.
Holy shit, that's a big loaf of bread. We're gonna be eating bread for days. Yeah.
Okay. Magical time. Ready to see this?
Get front row seats for this one.
Crust. Really crusty on top. Yeah, feel that on.
Where's the towels? Where they're supposed to be. I don't think there is any. I don't see any. Oh wait, never mind. Oh wait, never mind. Open my eyes. Ew! Can I have a small bite? Not right now. Shower, it's too hot. Yeah, like we're cool off the road.
Sherry said beautiful and living and learning life. Said that's an awesome loaf of bread.
Freaking look at bread. Eat bread for fucking months. Ah, that smells and cooking.
That is what I've been waiting on.
Now we gotta wait for it to cool so it opens.
Gotta wait about 30 minutes for it to cool enough to cut. And that is a double loaf of bread. What? Yeah, that is a huge loaf of bread.
We can make some fucking delicious sandwiches for that.
Compared to a normal slice of bread. So yeah. Sherry says meatloaf sandwiches for everyone. Yummy. I could actually fit a whole meatloaf inside of this. That's how big it is.
That's gonna be my next task for you.
Living and Learning Life said you can make monster sandwiches from that loaf.
Here you go. What are you eating? Oh, my sandwich from last week.
Can you guys hear that? That is the hollow sound that you want to hear. This may be a little overdone. So, because the top crust is sneaking out.
So you can put some butter on it. Just take the steak and rub it on there.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Lather it up for the slaughter.
No, Sherry, I don't. She asked if I cook for work.
You what?
If I cook for work. I cook for
Me.
the family.
Ever since we got together, that's all you've done is cook. I don't ever have to cook anymore. And I like it.
All of the bread that was exposed out of the pan, it'll dry. You rub butter on it and it'll moisten it up.
I haven't been able to sit in these chairs in years.
You know. Okay. About a tablespoon worth of butter. She said I should get the job of as a baker. I have patience of a saint.
Yes, he does.
Well, you learn when you want something to turn out right to be able to have patience. And that goes with not just food. But no, some of the best things that you eat take a long time. And you just gotta have it if you want it to turn out right. So no, I like being able to bake at my own accord. Bake the things I want to bake when I want to bake them. One morning I'll wake up and say, "Oh, I'm going to make cinnamon rolls." Sherry said, "I'm a master chef. Went to school for 8 years. You're pretty good at what you do." Well, thank you, Sherry. I really appreciate that. I just like to eat good food. And Ashley likes to eat good food. And I'm not going to cook something that I won't serve to them. So I take my time with it. you'll see this holiday season me cook a lot of things. I'm going to do quite a few streams with me cooking and baking. I make some really good sugar cookies. My sugar cookies I've been begged to make. Same with my peanut butter cookies. They're just simple 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies, but everybody loves them. I couldn't do it on that level. I mean, I wouldn't mind making stuff and selling it online or something like that, but to make it for a living and being forced to follow certain recipes and things like that, it's just not in me. I wouldn't be able to do that as a living because, as you saw with my meatloaf, I don't use the recipe. With this, I used a recipe because breads are more, breads and cakes and baked goods are more finicky. But I haven't baked a loaf of bread in years. So, that's actually the better side of it.
That sounds important.
Yeah, that butter softened it up quite a bit. It really is. It takes a lot of time. You have to let things rise. You have to let things bake a certain way, and you can't keep on it like you can a lot of other things. You just have to let it cook. So.
Spawn of Satan style.
Living Learning Life said, wonderful looking loaf for not making one in years. You can ask her. We've been together 2.5 years, and I haven't made a loaf of bread the whole time we've been together. I've made cinnamon rolls, but that's not really making bread.
You made biscuits. I made biscuits too.
I make homemade biscuits a lot, but I do that when I make biscuits and gravy.
But since my surgery, I haven't made them.
But yeah, like she said, since her surgery, I haven't been able to make them because we don't know how she's going to process them in the pouch. So. But yeah, I'd say it's been 5 years or better since I made a loaf of bread. This did turn out pretty good, and considering I didn't even use a regular loaf pan. So I'm gonna set this over here. It's cool. I appreciate that, you guys. I really do. Like I said, one of the things I'll be doing this season is a lot of live streams and a lot of even just general videos about cooking and so if you guys want to keep track of what's being made, and even if you guys want to like I said, I wouldn't even mind baking this kind of stuff to send to people. So if you guys ever want to get a taste of some of the things I make, just let me know, and that's one thing I'd consider. But guys, I've been on here for hours. I'm sure my phone is getting tired. I'm getting tired, so I'm wanting to let you guys go. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the conversation and everything a live stream is about. I haven't had that many people in here, but I don't need that many people in order to have a good live stream. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Glad you guys had a good evening. Hope I didn't hold up too much of your lives. And you guys have a good night. I'm going to go sit on the couch, rest, relax, and wait for this bread to cool so I can enjoy a nice warm buttered piece. Oh, Ashley wants to show you our fat cat. That is Meow. She weighs like 20 pounds. So.
I can't get it. Stop. Stop.
Oh my God, she's awesome. Huge. Night, guys.